to Dead End Studios. It's EK in the building, back with another video. Today's video, we're going to be looking at 4 bus compressors. The way that I use the bus compressor, I will put that on my master fader. And we're going to look at 4 different bus compressors from a couple of different companies. First, we're going to look at the T-Rex bus compressor. Then we're going to look at the SSL bus compressor from SSL. Then we're going to look at the UAD 4K bus compressor. And then we're going to look at the Waves solid state bus compressor. So all of these bus compressors are actually an emulation of the bus compressor on the SSL board, except for the SSL bus compressor itself. This is a new one that they released. So without further ado, let's get into it. We got a song. We're going to play the song, and then we're going to just mess around with each compressor so you can see the sound and see if we can determine the sounds of each one. So the first one is the TR5 bus compressor. This one, the interface is pretty much the same as the other ones, except this has a side chain. You have your ratio, your attack and release, your threshold, and your makeup. This has a grit in and a compression in, and also the link over here, your VU meter right here. So let's hear what it sounds like before I put it on.
Look at me, we be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. Till the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
Okay, now I'm gonna put it in, and I'm gonna let it play, and I'm gonna just put it in so you can hear what it sounds like when I engage it. Then we're gonna go around and mess around with it and make some adjustments to it.
Look at me, we be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. Till the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better. Look at me, we be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. Till the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better. Look at me, we be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. Till the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
When you take big trips, baby girl, I'll be missing you. My black queen typical, but she never miserable. That's why I fuck with you, baby. You move with principle. I'm talking to you on this song, girl, because I'm feeling you. You always hold a nigga down when shit get critical. I swear you keep it realer than most of my fucking niggas do. From the head to the toe, baby, you are so original. Your mind fit like your body, yeah, and the physical. I first laid my eyes on you, girl. I was digging you. Can't wait to tie the knot with you.
Okay, so when I put that grit in there, when I engaged the grit, it gave it a little extra character, and I hear some harmonics in there. So it sounds pretty transparent until you put the grit in. But as you see, it controls the frequency. What I like to do is I like to mix through the bus compressor. So once I get my drums and my bass mixed, then I'll go ahead to my master fader and throw on the bus compressor and then get that working a little bit and then mix the rest of the song. That's how I like to use it. So let's do an A-B. This is before.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
When you take.
Okay. So next we're going to go to the SSL native bus compressor. This is made by SSL. And as you see, it's pretty much the same setups, except over here you got a mix dry, wet mix. And then you got also a side chain high pass frequency, right? So I think these are the only two with the side chain high pass frequency. You got your attack release, your ratio, your threshold, and then your makeup. All right, so let's hear it before.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb.
After.
Me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
When you.
Okay, so you see this one, as soon as you turn it on, you can actually hear it compressing a little bit. I guess that's why they put the wet dry mix on there. So we're going to mess around with it. We're going to get it to the way we like for it to sound, and then we're going to do another A-B.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
When you take big trips, baby girl, I be missing you. My black queen typical, but she never miserable. That's why I fuck with you, baby. You move with principle. I'm talking to you on this song, girl, because I'm feeling you. You always hold a nigga down when shit get critical. I swear you keep it realer than most of my fucking niggas do. From the head to the toe, baby, you are so original. Your mind fit like.
Okay, so this one, you can really hear it compressing, right? I did like -5 dB. I'm gonna do like -5 dB on all of them so you could see, and then do the makeup right around 5 dB so you can actually hear it. There's no other processing. This is just a 2 mix. All right. I left the release on auto. The attack, let me bring the attack a little faster. Let's see what we get. Okay, this is before.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never.
This is after.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
When you take.
So as you see with the makeup, it is kind of transparent, but I could really hear the compression on there. The only thing I don't like about this one is you can't resize the window, the GUI. There's no way to resize the GUI. So I like all plugins that I could resize the GUI. All right, now we're gonna go to the UAD 4K. So as you see, it kind of looks more as a traditional interface. You have your meters up top, you have your threshold, your makeup, your attack, release, and then your ratio. So let's hear it before.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb.
Engage.
This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather.
Okay, let's go in here and mess around with it. We're gonna put the threshold at -5. Around -5. I'm gonna put the makeup at +5. Let's hear it. This is before.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
When you take big.
Okay, so as you hear, this kind of really sounds like that SSL compression. This one in the T-Racks to me so far. All right. Last but not least, we're going to do the Waves SSL compressor. It's pretty much set up like the UAD. You got your meter up top. You got your threshold, makeup, attack, release, ratio, and then your rate. This one comes at 4:1. Factory default. All the other ones came at 2:1. So I'm going to put this at 2:1. Then you have analog button, your in button, your analog, and then your fade off. All right. The release, they put the release all the way fast. I'm going to put it back around 6. This is around 6 or 5. This is where the other ones are. So right off the back, as you see, this one comes with different settings when you put it on. So it's going to give it a different sound. All right, so let's hear it before.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just
After.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby.
Okay, so as you see, this one you could definitely hear the compression. Let's put it on analog and see what we get.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only.
Okay, so this one, I actually like the sound of the waves. We had to drive the makeup a little more. Got it on like 6.2. So let's A-B it. This is before.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me.
After.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
When you take big trips, baby girl.
Okay, so this Waves SSL, I like how it sounds. It seems like it's very musical. I hear the snare kind of snapping through more with a little more pop on it. And the vocals comes out a little bit. Okay, so let's go back to the T-Rex. And we're going to compare these two. We're going to compare the T-Rex and the waves. Let's compare these two. First, we're going to start with the T-Rex.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up.
Now the waves.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love.
Okay, so as you hear right away, the wave sounds more authentic to me. I worked on the SSL boards before, so this is kind of that sound. And as you see with the music, it just makes the music sound a little better. It just puts the vocal like in the right place. All right, so let's compare that to the SSL bus compressor. All right, this is before.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just
After.
look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
Okay, so as you see, I put the makeup a little higher, about 5.7, right? Just to match up with the makeup, right? 6.2. Let's put this at 6.2 so we can dial it in right. There we go. All right, before.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die.
After.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine.
All right, let's listen to the waves one again.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb.
Okay, I still like the waves one. This one's actually close though. The SSL bus compressor is actually close. Okay, let's pull out the UAD 4K. Let's make sure we got that on 6. We got that on 2. The release we got on auto. Let's put the release on 6 where we had the other one. Attack. Okay. So this is before.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boo. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
When you take.
Okay, so let's compare both of these. This is the waves.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boo. I got your
Now let's hear the UAD version.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boy. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby.
Okay, so right away you hear that the UAD version is a little more boxier. All right, and the bottom end seems like it's compressed a little bit more. So for this shootout, I would have to go with the winner, the SSL solid state bus compressor by Waves. To me, with them all having the same settings, this one is sounding the best to me.
Look at me. We be that new Bonnie and Clyde. We gon' ride till the day we die. Just me and my boy. I got your back and you got mine. To the sky we gon' continue to climb. Just me and my baby. This is that real love. This is that true love. We never giving up. Just me and my boy. Together forever in any type of weather. We only get better.
When you take big trips, baby girl, I'll be missing you. My black queen typical, but she never miserable. That's why I fuck with you, baby. You move with principle. I'm talking to you on this song, girl, because I'm feeling you. You always hold a nigga down when.
Okay, so definitely I will go with the Waves SSL compressor. Will be my first choice. Coming in is a tight second. Would be either the UAD or the T-Rex bus compressor. And then I would put the SSL by SSL bus compressor. I would put that last but not least. But I appreciate you guys tuning in for this bus compressor shootout. If you guys have these compressors, drop it in the comments and let me know which one you like the best. If you like the video, hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time, this is EK. I'm out.